Hello, Snakes. My name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday once again. And this time, oh wait, why am I in the? All right, why am I in the first card? Never mind. And this time, it's time for the final Edge of Eternity's spoilers. So yeah, that's basically. So we're gonna talk about the special spacecraft cards. And spacecrafts, are a new type of artifact introduced in the set. So, yeah. In case you don't know what the spacecraft is, it's gonna. What it does is that it's an artifact. You can power it up by tapping creatures. You tap a creature and you power it up, by charge counters. Only at sorcery speed once per turn. And depending on the amount of charge counters it has, it will have certain abilities. In some of those abilities, it will become a creature. So, additionally, spacecrafts alongside vehicles can now be your commander, not just legendary creatures. I mean, so Shorkai wouldn't really need that can be your commander test anymore, because now it can be even without that ability. So yeah, instead of a combo and a non-bow, we're gonna have an honorable mention at the end, and we're also gonna have a card that's getting nerfed before the release. So let's start off with our number 10. This is a Lumen class frigate, a 2-mana spacecraft with station at 2+. Other creatures you control get +1/+1, basically being an anthem for 2 mana instead of 3 mana at charge 2. But for charge 12, it will become a 3/5 with flying and lifelink. I mean, an anthem for 2 mana isn't really that bad. I mean, usually you'd get 3 mana for anthems, but luckily that has been improving over the years. But it being quite the heavy hitter and healer at 12+, is actually kind of good for the late game if you want to keep on charging up stuff. And as a way for to beat summoning sickness. The issue is Convoke is no longer going to be an archetype in Standard, because most of the cards from Convoke will get rotated out. Like, all the Dominaria stuff, and Dominaria, Brothers of War, Phyrexian, March. Those are the sets that are rotating out. But this card is still quite cool. You could run it in a creature-based deck, like Boros Aggro, and maybe in Mardu as well. That could work. So yeah, that's basically the Lumen class frigate. Let's go to number 9. You got the Seriema. The Seriema is a 3-mana legendary spacecraft. When it enters, you search for legendary creature, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. So it's basically a 3-mana legendary creature tutor. But the station is at 7+, it becomes a 5/5 with flying, and your other tapped legendary creatures have it indestructible. So it's not so it doesn't give itself indestructible, which is an issue, but it does give the other tapped creatures, legendary creatures, indestructible. Not legendary creatures in general, just tapped. So this for a commander deck, not really as your commander, but you could play this inside a build where having your commander out on the battlefield is important, and it's a creature commander, not a planeswalker commander, because that's not really gonna help, sadly. But yeah, that's basically the Seriema. It's quite interesting, and I think you should play in Sisei. Sisei is a good, if you're playing the newer version of Sisei, which is the Uberg one, then Seriema is actually a good card to put in there because you're playing legendary creatures, but or legendary cards in general. But still, I mean, you're gonna have legendary card like legendary creature abilities. So yeah, Sariyama is actually quite a good card. So yeah, let's go to our number 8. Rescue Skiff. A 6-mana 5/6 spacecraft. When it enters, bring back a creature or enchantment from your graveyard to the battlefield. And for station, it's a 10+, it becomes a 5/6 with flying. So, it's not really that good, honestly. I mean, the thing is, it does reanimate something, but it's 6 mana reanimation, then afterwards we just do nothing. I mean, if you reanimate a creature, then, well, yeah, you can use that creature to station onto it, unless if it has haste. I mean, if it has haste, you're probably gonna attack the opponent. I mean, depends on the circumstance, really. But Rescue Skiff, like, you need to power it up just for it to be, 5/6. Like, I could see a 5/6 for 6 mana reanimating something without it being, like a spacecraft. Like, this is honestly, like, the ability is powerful, but it's too expensive for mana. Make this a 4 mana card. I mean, considering the cost of most, like, reanimation spells with no downside, like, for 4 mana, 5 mana, etc. I mean, I think it's fairly decent that it should be a 4 mana or 5 mana card. Or at least lower the station. Maybe 10 is too much. I think maybe 7 or 5 could be the station for Rescue Skiff. That could be, like, if they don't, like, I mean, if the mana cost would have stayed at 6 mana, then they should have, reduced the station cost instead. But who knows? I mean, all the cards have been revealed, but just now they've started, like, nerfing some cards. So maybe on Arena this could get a buff. I do think this has potential, but not at the stage this is right now. I mean, they could just make this stronger, honestly. So let's just go to the next one, and this is Synthesizer Lab Ship, a 1 mana spacecraft with station, and at 2+ at the beginning of combat on your turn. Up to one of our artifact creature you control becomes up to one of our target artifact becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 2/2, gains flying until end of turn. And for 9+, it becomes a 4/4 with flying visions. So this is practically, it's a 1 mana Seraphins at 9+, but before then, you're gonna use this to, at least reanimate. And not reanimate artifacts, like for us with like Mikasynth, Wellspring, or artifacts that just have ETB and die triggers, like in Pioneer, Modern, etc. I mean, this could be good for 8-cast decks, because you play this with artifacts, and since you're spamming a lot of artifact and artifact creatures on the first turn, like Memnite, the Haywire Might, etc. Then just start charging up the Synthesizer Lab Ship, and then boom, just start sending creatures the opponent's way. I mean, yeah. The issue is it only works on your artifacts. You cannot animate the artifact of another player so that you can kill it afterwards, maybe with a removal spell. That's not Karn. Leave that to Karn the Great. Oh, shoot. So, oh my god. Alright. Next, Entropic Battlecruiser. This is a 4 mana spacecraft with station. 1 charge count. I mean, you don't even, like, it just needs to be stationed like once. It will have, whenever opponent discards a card, they lose free life. Whoa! Yo! Rack players got a new tool. I mean, I'm at least this is going straight to my Haunt of Tower deck. Like usually you get stuff that make the opponent lose 2 life when they discard cards. But this is free cards. I mean, it's no way it's not, but it still is quite powerful. Like, bro. And it doesn't end there. At 8 plus, it becomes a free 10 with flying death touch, and whenever it attacks, each opponent discards a card. And if they can't, they lose free life. But if they do discard a card, go back to +1. They lose free life. So it doesn't matter if they discard or don't discard, because they're losing the life either way. Yeah. Y'all know how this is gonna go. I mean, put this with the Haunted Tower out, Liliana's Caress, McGrim, Fell Spectre, and what is that other card that has the same effect as Fell Spectre? I forgot. Oh my god. How did I know? Post this. Alright. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, let's just see if opponent discard lose life. So yeah. Opponent discard. So advanced search. Opponent discard lose life. Color. Right. Oh. Alright, you know, no. Since advanced search and gather's so freaking complicated now, I think I'm just gonna go for Skyfall, man. This is much easier. Why did they have to do that? Alright. Oh! Bandit stand at level 2? Oh, no, never mind, no. Bandit stand at level 2 does not do that. My bad. What else? Whatever card was on there, so yeah, it's oh, Raider's Wake. That was the name of the card I was trying to look for. Because so you attack with the Entropic Battlecruiser. Opponent discards a card. Free. 5, 7, 9, 11 life. They lose. 1 counter goes to Haunt of Tower. Then end step, they have to discard another card, and boom, 11 life again. 11, that's 22 plus 3, 25. Man, that would be an insane heavy hit just by attacking with Entropic Battlecruiser. If you get on 8 plus, combining all those cards. Oh, combine that with Turgid, and you might be getting a creature, or just a permanent. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, let's go to the next one. Warmaker Gunship. Warmaker Gunship is a 3 mana 4/3 spacecraft. With when it enters, deals damage equal to the number of artifacts you control to target creature an opponent controls. So this is a spacecraft that works as a removal. Also, at 6 plus charge counters, it becomes a 4/3 with flying. So another card to include in an all artifact deck. So hold on. There, that's what I needed. So yeah. Yeah, that's basically Warmaker Gunship. Really strong card and a good removal, you know, in an artifact based deck. So yeah. Let's go to our next one. The number wait, what? Number 4. Extinguisher Battleship. An 8 mana spacecraft. With when it enters, destroy target non-creature permanent. Then it deals 4 damage to each creature. Even your own. Don't be careful. This is a board wipe. I mean, could be playable for Eldrazi decks. Cause it can even destroy a land. Like it probably replaces that, you know, the unearth one, the 8 mana creature with unearth, the artifact, you know what I mean, that destroys a non-land permanent and gives them a power stone. This one destroys a non-land permanent. I mean, not non-land, non-creature permanent, and instead of giving it, you know, a power stone or something, wipes the board. Like, considering you have CODZ return in this type of deck, the board wipe shouldn't really affect you much. I mean, it could kill some sowing Mika spawns, and no drifters, but other than that, it's not really gonna affect you much. Plus, station. Oh no, wait, never mind. Station sorcery speed. But at 5+, it becomes a 10/10 with flying trample. I mean, it's less consistent than the other card. But if you manage to station it, like, just 5 power. You only need 5, you don't need much more than that. It will become a 10/10 with flying trample. Man, this is an insane card. I mean, just, if you can use this correctly in Modern, I mean, this can be quite destructive. Literally. Let's go to our number 3. And it is the Eternity Elevator. A 5 mana legendary spacecraft. It taps for 3 mana. And it has station. So it's this is a replacement for Gilded Lotus or Fran Dynamo. Because Fran Dynamo is a 4 mana artifact that taps for 3 mana. And Gilded Lotus being a 5 mana artifact that taps for 3 mana of any one color. But station. At 20+. It will add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of charge counters on the Eternity Elevator. So as soon as it hits 20, it's gonna add you a lot of mana, equal to the amount of charge counters on there. And you can keep on growing it. Like, you can keep on stationing it, adding more counters, and getting much, much more mana. Issue is, it has to be one color. So, with near limitless mana, like, there's so many possibilities you can do once you've finished stationing up. But it's practically impossible, man. I mean, don't bother with Eternity Elevator. I mean, at best, this is just a strictly worse Fran Dynamo. And a strictly worse Gilded Lotus. So, yeah, but the issue, I mean, it is legendary. So, you could use it in a legendary base deck, but that also brings a problem. You can only have one Eternity Elevator to battlefield at one time. Not like Fran Dynamo or Gilded Lotus where you can run multiple of them, but yeah, just think wisely on what cards to use. So, that's basically the Eternity Elevator. It's an interesting mana rock, but it's too hard to assemble. I mean, maybe Commander? I don't see this being played outside Commander. Alright, let's go to the next one. So, hold on. I made a mistake. Wait. Wait. So yeah. There we go. Dawnsire, Sunstar, Dreadnought. So, this is basically a 5 mana legendary spacecraft with station. Whenever you attack, 10 plus, whenever you attack, Dawnsire deals 100 damage to one target creature or planeswalker. Basically killing almost everything. Not overkilling like the 10,000 stuff on Final Fantasy, but it still does quite the heavy hit. So, Dawnsire is no joke if you manage to get it. But, imagine the 20 plus. Man, 20 plus becomes the 2020 with flying. And then if you just attack by itself, it can already like one shot like basically any creature, planeswalker. It's insanity. Give it lifelink, and you're giving 100. You're gaining 120 life each combat. So, yeah, this card's no joke, guys. I mean, sooner or later, some people will find a way to break this, but it's the station cost makes it so hard to run. 10 plus and 20 plus, like man, and the fact that this is 5 mana makes it so hard to run. This is for commander on. Honestly, I mean, y'all can try play this in the main, in standard Pioneer Modern. It won't work, trust me. I mean, this card's like very conditional. So honestly, Dawnsire is interesting, but no, not for competitive play. Honestly, well, let's go to our last one. The Wooburg Spaceship Commander. Infinite Guideline Station. A 5 mana legendary spacecraft. With when Infinite Guideline Station enters, create a tapped 2/2 robot for each multicolored permanent you control. And station. At 12 plus, it becomes a 7/15 flying. When it attacks, draw cards for each multicolored permanent you can. Oh my god. This in a Nif Mizzet themed deck, I mean, this could be the commander itself. And you could run Nif Mizzet, but this could be used in the Nif Mizzet deck, and it also works perfectly. I'm talking about Nif Mizzet Reborn, which is the five colors one. But still, man, Infinite Guideline Station. That is a crazy card. I mean, you could just. You're gonna draw lots, and combine this with OG Nif Mizzet, and when you station the attack, draw a bunch of cards, shoot a bunch of damage, and man, that's insane. Like, bro, and just get so many robots. Wow, Leyline of the Guild Pact as well makes all your permanents multicolored. I mean, I don't think the lands are multicolored with Leyline Guild Pact. What was it? Non-land permanents. All right, but your lands are all the basic land types, so it is still quite the powerful, interesting card. Yeah. So yeah, just no, don't forget that. I mean. Yeah. Other than that, let's go in to the honorable mentions. Planet Cycle. We're getting, in addition to the Shock lands, we're getting a cycle of mythic lands, the planet lands. One for each color with enter tap for one color, and it has a station cost. It has station, and at 12 plus, it will gain an activated ability. But so, for example, Adagia, for 4 mana, you can tap to create a token that's a copy of one of your artifacts or enchantments, but turns it to legend. But the token is legendary. Only have like one copy at once, basically. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically That's the thing. And now let's go to the card that's getting nerfed. So Diplomatic Relations is getting a huge nerf before Pearlies. A free mana instant that initially was gonna give +1/+1 to any creature and give it vigilance until turn to shoot damage equal to its power to another creature in opponent control. Oh, to the same creature as well. It doesn't have like I mean in reality it could shoot itself. I mean theoretically. Issue is this got nerfed. So the nerf for this makes it so only your creature can get +1/+0 and vigilance until end of turn with Diplomatic Relations. So you cannot use one of your opponent's creatures to shoot their own creatures, but you can use your own. I mean, it still works, you know, like it's not like they made it so you could only use it on the opponent's creature. In reality, you have to use it on your own creature. That's the nerf they've implemented to this. Otherwise, they were gonna shoot. They were gonna do another, you know, like horsemanship thingy, where basically the card, you know, like it's like by what I mean, like hey Quilf, how are you? You're the first one in the chat. True, I agree, man. I mean, it would have made a more interesting like interactions. Like you could use this to like green has like a bunch of removals, but they're all too conditional. Like at least give green a removal they can use. Like, man, I mean, could destroy Pauper though if they left it as it is. But other than that, yeah, they should have, you know, like they shouldn't have. I mean, they let the card of Warsmanship, you know, like remain permanently. So why not this? I mean, it's interesting. But other than that, congratulations, you've reached the end of the streams podcast. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, follow, share with friends. Stay tuned to my next videos, streams, and podcasts. Podcasts. I had Beast Within, but like I said, conditional. It gives the controller a free beast. So, Beast Within is not really a good example for this. But, yeah. But yeah, other than that, use code Dante the Snake on Epic Games, Rocket League, Fortnite, and Shop, whatever. If you want to support the channel, and yeah, it's free. Just you like this channel, just use code Dante Snake on the item shop. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and